So good morning, everybody. It's January 7th of 2018. I'm still reeling from Deborah Kafoury calling Loretta Smith the B word at a meeting. I used to live in Los Angeles where people use that word like dude. I don't use it with a lot of context. They use it, it's probably meant to re-empower. It's some kind of like, what do you call that? It's been co-opted back from the abusers. But I tried to make a reaction video and it was so bad because I'm just a sucker for women. Cat fights, women. I think Loretta Smith and Deborah Kafoury are both really hot. But I watched the next January 4th meeting. Worked out with my awesome weights. Where are they? These things. So I powered up my biceps. Watched everybody talk about Miss Kafoury. I was so happy Loretta wasn't there because I'm just like, and I think she's announced her run for city council. So bye. And you kind of made me feel tragic that she's running against Hardesty because in my dream world, politics. I'm not in it. I don't even live there. I don't even know why I follow it. Okay, so this is styrofoam. It's terrible for the environment and your body. It causes cancer. But this is my own homemade tofu vegan cheese. Some kind of shredded broccoli coleslaw type thing. Carrot shreds and vegan hot dogs, vegan mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, and shredded fake Daya mozzarella. It's so good. I thought I would eat. I used to make video blogs where I would eat avocados. It's important to eat. So, basically, I anticipate a lawsuit at the very least. And what would be better, maybe, is a reconciliation. I just don't get all the people who say they don't like Loretta Smith. I'm just like, that woman is phenomenal. I saw her one time at Beaverton at a Ron Wyden event. I was like, so Loretta, when you running for senator? Because I'm like, that woman could be president. She's just phenomenal. She's a phenomenal woman. And then Miss Kafoury, how can I not like a Kafoury? And everybody's blaming the homeless epidemic on Kafoury. As if Reaganomics, Bushonomics, Trumponomics didn't have something to do with Obama. I don't know. Global austerity. That's what we're all going through. Post 9/11, global austerity, unemployment. So I did the total tell-off to, what's his name? The dude, Duffy. I don't it's not a tell-off. It's not that I don't want to be his friend. But friends are honest with friends. And me just smothering my disgust for months went on. And I felt so much better after I wrote my little piece. I called it A Nightmarish Note on Chris Duffy. And there's some ambiguous stuff. And including my mixed feelings. I miss his intellectual camaraderie. I miss the rapport we have mentally. I miss the fact that he had to sexualize me. He's just not my type. And he's cute in his own way, but not my type. So certain guys you maybe want to smile at, but you don't want to sleep with. And men just are so clueless. All of them. I've never met a man who's not clueless. Except gay men, probably. Not all gay men are clueless, but anyway, back to the B word. Oh my god. Deborah, resign. Go to Hawaii. I know you can afford it. Go. Leave Portland. Get run out of town like you ran Kogan out of town. I bet Kogan's like, ha 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 ha. I told you. Because, yeah, so what did he do? He had a love crime. He had an extramarital affair with this hot coworker. Yeah, reprehensible. And he was a pothead and maybe a cokehead. And cute. Deborah's cute. They're all cute. Humans are cute. But they need to, I mean, we have a collapse of morals and decorum. I should have gone there and chewed her out. And like the black solidarity, oh, that was so rad. It's like we're used to seeing Loretta, just Loretta, in the middle of super overly too white Portland. Then all her cool black posse come out, other than Matt Hennessy, which I don't get, because I'm like, dude, you a child molester, you don't need to come up here acting like I'm all friends with her because I'm this child molester. Like, nah. Word up to, like, David Keith Davis for teaching me all that. He didn't like it, his little loose lips about his creepo friend holding a knife at some woman's throat. He didn't want that to come out. But he's all about exposing certain crimes. It's all selective blackmail. Selective, discriminatory blackmail. Why can't everyone be honest all the time? You think? So I was like, should I go to Episcopalian church today? And I was like, no, I'm Jewish. I don't have to go to church on Sunday. And we don't have a synagogue, so I don't have to go to synagogue either. I win. But it's kind of a cute church. They have cute music. It's very similar to Catholic. I like the minister, even though it seems like they have to cover up for this bishop problem, where the bishop has an anger problem and pushes people down stairwells and tries to embezzle the Ted Wheeler Grandma Trust Fund for Good Samaritan Hospital into the diocesan. I'm like, please, I hope this is the tip of the iceberg, right? No, I'm terribly concerned about churches. I think they all need to be investigated. I might even be investigating them myself. But I can't investigate them if I'm not there. They have really good peanuts and tea and coffee and a nice discussion group. They talk about politics. They said the bishop is not handling it well. He's getting very tired by all this litigation. They have women clerics. And supposedly they're not anti-LGBT. So that was kind of charming. I like this funny, like, Baptist guy who suddenly became Episcopalian. What's his name? Frank. He's really charming. I like the Britishness because I'm Anglophilic. I'm so homesick for British everything that I'm that desperate I'm going to Episcopalian. I really did like synagogue, though. That was way cool. I went there a year and a half ago. Yeah, Chris Duffy. What's up with him? So I ran into him. He goes, Happy New Year, guys, to me and George. And then George flips out, like, all night and all weekend. Because he perceives him as this big threat. Unnecessarily so, right? Curtain rod falls on my face. Clunks me in the teeth. On the head. Fall down drunk George crashed into me 2 days ago. He's so drunk he can't even stand up, and he goes clunk, and like headbutts me on accident. Drunk people are only so funny. It's like a full-time job taking care of them. It's like being a soccer mom for like the drunk posse. But they do have, there's something about their wild abandon and their lack of responsibility, their hedonism that can be a little glamorous. I am a sucker for rebels. Yeah, so technically, my short story, because I was once called like the Anais Nin, my gal pal, what's her name, Rebecca, in LA was like, you're like the Anais Nin, a modern day Anais Nin. I was like, whoa, that's a heavy duty compliment. Nobody's ever said that to me. And I'm like reading some Anais Nin the other day, and I'm like, wait a minute. This woman had no boundaries. She exposed everyone and everything. And so I was like, how can I just keep this all to myself? If it's troubling me, I need to publish it. So by publishing it, I was like, well, I could email it to Brenda and Kim, these other two concerned parties, but they can find it if they need it. I thought I should tell Chris's boss, like, dude, this guy pinned me to a couch in some delusional, megalomaniacal fit of romantic, unrequited passion, or I don't know. I think he was vengeful to his ex, so he's trying to dominate me to get even with her, something like that. Or he was mad at me for not being into him, so therefore he was retaliating. I mean, there's all these possible conjectural reasons. Temporary insanity, he was tired, workplace stress. Like, what is it? What are reasons men attack women? I have no idea. Feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, is just like pure primal energy. I tried to ask him, and he's just blowing me off. So, blowing me off for months. Typical Cancer response. My whole like, oh, it's fine, or it's all good, or we're cool kind of attitude is like, yeah, but it's all good that I can just talk about it out there in the public, in the open, because we all believe in free speech now, don't we? This is kind of like the bizarre paradox I got into with like pretend anarchist David Keith Davis. He's an anarchist so long as everything's going his way. The second I demonstrate my anarchy by publishing his disclosures, oh, I've transgressed his great pontifical authority as chief cult leader or whatever. I'm more like, if you really are an anarchist, you need to like experience a little bit of it. So he thinks he's such a punk, but he does good work. He's kind of like, he does stupid work too. He says some stupid things, some good things. I'm completely fed up with waiting for the Oregonian to publish their expose regurgitating Greg McKelvey's strangulation charges. He's like, oh, dragging their feet. And I have to go incognito mode to view Greg McKelvey because she blocks me on Twitter. But he's like saying that Oregonian is, he defended Chloe Eudaly against sexism, so therefore Oregonian is attacking him. And I'm all like, no, but you're the one who attacked the woman. So them regurgitating your charges that already pre-existed, that should have been written about. They're like, more like they're late in the game. It's taking them a year and a half to write this article that needed to be written. But evidently Joey Gibson's got it all over Twitter now. And the journalist is just like, oh, I guess I better write my story. And I was like, what's wrong with your editors? Like, this is the same paper that covered up for Neil Goldschmidt. So they've propped him up on his pedestal. Ted gave him all these lectures. Now he's going to grade schools and talking to 8th grade girls about resisting. And I'm like, or like having a baby, like tweeting pictures of his in utero baby's penis. I don't want to see your ultrasound of your fetus's penis, please. Like, no thank you. Oh my god. And I'm like, that's supposed to make me think we're all good on whatever you did it. You blocked people for asking what you did to that chick. But he's not having accountability for himself. That's normal in this weekend male privilege or Me Too or whatever. I don't even know that this journalist is not just legit or like is legit, is like maybe covering for him or hit one of his secret network of spies. But I'm waiting. I'm like sort of zippy the lips. Yeah, right. Me? Ever? So the B word. Yeah, Deborah Kufori. I was thinking I could just make a parody. Because it's like my least favorite word that my 2002 rapist called me. Right before he raped me. It's like, I know what you want, B word. I'm like, that's a word of sexual dominance. That is a person you sexually dominate. And I mean, we don't even need to get into the hot lesbian undertones of why on earth Miss Kavori would say that to Miss Smith. Well, probably none of that made any sense to anyone because y'all don't know who I'm talking about. And I've been sort of jumping around from subject to subject. I still have time to go to church if I left now. Get there on time. Maybe I should. Other than I don't believe in masculine deities or the patriarchy. I do like the prayer for addiction though. And I do like free coffee. I like the music. It's really cute music. There's pretty music on the radio too. Maybe it's humanity. Maybe it's because I need to be in groups of people and I don't have enough social contacts. Peace out, Miss Kafuri. And peace out, Mr. Duffy. Don't be so delusional and violent. It's scary. And don't refuse to apologize. Just because it's an admission of wrongdoing doesn't mean it won't soothe your soul and clear the way for your healing. I just hope he's not hurting other people. Besides Brenda, his co-worker, and the girl he sees, all of whom he's hurt. I don't think he hurt me that much. I think it was just disturbing to see a man in that much disrepair. Who knows how many good years people have left on them. I'm so utterly naive when it comes to these criminal types. All these people that have like mugged me, robbed me, assaulted me, almost killed me, pinned me to a couch, carjacked me, whatever. Men, violent men, non-vegan violent men, verbal abusers, all of you. Can piss off all of you. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Something, forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. For thine is the power, the glory, and the kingdom.